Guys, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is March 10, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your support. So we're going to start with this one here, trapped and terminated. You have the Bear Soldiers gas pipeline infiltration ends in disaster. I want to read this part really quick here, guys. So you have the Bear Soldiers, the troops, attempted to infiltrate Ukrainian position in a Kursk Oblast using the gas pipeline, which is no longer in operation. However, the operation resulted in heavy losses for the Bear forces, Sky News reported on March the 10th. Now, their footage shared on Telegram appears to show the Russian soldiers crouching and moving through pipeline in darkness towards the town of Sunzan. According to, in the video, the soldiers can be heard cursing and complaining about the commanders for sending them on the mission. We are sitting in a pipe. In a pipe! This is a pipe. You understand? A regular round pipe, one soldier says, adding that they still had 12 kilometers to Sunzan and had covered only 1 kilometer at a time of recording. Alright, so we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, this is a big breaking news, and we do have this information coming out. Ukraine's top general says there is no risk of encirclement for Kiev's troop in Kursk. So we're going to get to all this here, guys. We have a very important update when it comes to the encirclement in Kursk. And we've been talking about this for the last couple of days. So once again, we're going to see what's going on here. But before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19. Number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, so we're going to start with this one here. All right, so, and by the way, Twitter, again, X, Twitter is down. All right, so a lot of people get the information on Twitter, but they've been down for at least an hour. So hopefully, they resolve the issue, but yeah, it's still down. I'm just going to refresh it really quick here. Yep, they've been down for a while. At the same time, there is a very important meeting going on today. Very important. Even Donald said that this is going to be the most important week. And now all of a sudden, Twitter is down? Yeah, something's going on. All right, so it's been like this for like an hour, 2 hours. So again, I would keep it updated on Twitter. I'm refreshing the page, and give me a second. Let me try my mobile phone to see if it works. Maybe it's for the computer and stuff like that. But let me go on Twitter really quick. Yeah, so it's still loading. All right, so the last time I logged in to Twitter, it was 14 hours ago. It was 14 hours ago. I was reading the Kiev Independent News. You see how it's still loading? So, yeah, Twitter's down. All right, so let's see what's going on with this news. And again, I will keep you updated with the very important meeting that's going on in Saudi Arabia. All right, so you have Zelensky, you have very important people out there. All right, so let's see what's going on with this news here. Once again, information is coming out from Sky News. All right, so Sky News is putting out a lot of this information. Soldiers also express frustration with his command. They keep sending us on all sorts of mission. Here's the thing, soldiers were not trained to complain. So it could be all these weird missions and stuff like that. I mean, but hey, commander, and I mean, you get the orders to do it, you do it. So, according to Telegram post by pro-Kremlin blogger Yuri, the Bear troops moved more than 15 kilometers through the pipeline. Sky News reported. Now, they reportedly spent 4 to 6 days inside before attempting to strike Ukrainian position near Sunzan. Another pro of the Bear military blogger known as Two Majors on Telegram claimed that several settlements in the Kursk Oblast were captured due to the pipe maneuver, and that there were fights on the outskirts of Sunjan itself. Meanwhile, Sky News reported that Ukraine's general staff confirmed enemy sabotage and assault groups used the gas pipeline to position themselves on Sunzan outskirts. Currently, the Bear Special Forces are being identified, blocked, and destroyed. The enemy losses in Sunzan are very significant, Ukraine's general staff told Envy's sister publication. And it says here, so things are really going down in Kursk. Now, information came out 2 days ago that Donald is helping them when it comes to defense, not offense. So we are seeing some kind of defense here. All right, but again, when it comes to striking the Bear troops, we're not hearing a lot about that. But we are seeing some defense. All right, so General Staff also noted that the situation in Kursk Oblast remained tense, with heavy fighting ongoing, especially along the route from the village of Korenovo towards Sunzan, as well as near, I'm going to skip those names there. Footage published by Ukraine's airborne assault forces show that Ukrainian aerial reconnaissance successfully detected the attempted breakthrough in time. Now, airborne assault forces units are eliminating the Bear Special Forces and move through the pipeline branch toward the Sunzan airborne forces, said in a statement accompanying the video. Once again, these are very important breaking news that's coming out. According to Ukrainian officer and head of the Peace and Co-Foundation, skip all that info, Ukrainian troops eliminated about 80% of the Bear sabotage group. Wow. So you have Hai explain that the Bear troops tried to use underground gas pipeline communications in the Sunzan area, mimicking tactics from the battle for Avdiivka, where they had used engineering structures to infiltrate territory controlled by Ukrainian forces. However, our paratroopers anticipated their move. A well-organized ambush allowed them to wait until the enemy emerged from the tunnel and gather near the exit. At the decisive moment, the pipe's exit was sealed, preventing the enemy group from evacuating. The rest was elimination. The exact number of the Bear casualty from the pipe operation has not been reported. Wow. The Bear military bloggers acknowledged that some soldiers were out by Ukrainian fire while others suffocated. The Bear, I'm going to skip that name. You have Mr. Vladimir Romanov stated that preparation for the pipeline advance has supposedly been made, but this turned out to be false. The unit claimed everything was prepared: ventilation, settling tanks, water, provisions, communication, etc. But it turned out they weren't. Everyone on the ground knows the outcome. The question is, will anyone be held accountable for those who suffocated? Now, he also said the Bear commanders had tried to replicate the maneuver used by occupied forces in Donetsk Oblast in January 2024. Now, he suggested that the operation had also been less successful. Now, the real details of those events were hidden from the public. On March the 10th, 2025, military analyst Denis told the Freedom TV that the Kursk Oblast frontline remains highly concerning. All right, so remember that word is very concerning. All right, so everyone heard about their Russian attempt to break through the pipeline into our position in Santiago. These attempts were stopped, but we fully understand that the enemy is being inventive, and they decided to apply to the so-called the Divka case. A year ago, we remember how the enemy used communication channels to break into the city and get behind our defenders. This, unfortunately, played a significant role in determining the city's fate, not in our favor. Now, in Sanza, they tried to repeat that trick. They tried to repeat that trick. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this news here. So it's not looking good when it comes to that operation that's been taking place for the last couple of days. Now, you have Ukraine's top general says no risk of encirclement for Kiev troop in Kursk. Once again, this is coming out from Ukraine top general. Kiev top general said on Monday that Ukrainian troops fighting in the Kursk region were not at risk of encirclement, despite a recent counteroffensive by the Bear forces that has included North Korean soldiers. Now, you have this general who said he was visiting the forces fighting in Kursk without specifying whether he had crossed into the Bear, made the remark in a statement on social media, in which he also said the situation was under control. But I just read the article that the situation is not under control. So you got some stuff going on here, guys. A lot of things I'll tell you is that I don't trust the information that comes from Ukraine. A lot of the information is just not accurate. For the past 3 years, they've been telling the world that they are winning this war. But in reality, Donald said their land is being obliterated. So in the last few days, open source maps showed the Bear piercing the front line and carving out a narrow salient in a small piece of the Bear territory that Ukraine occupied last year, partly as a possible bargaining chip in any future peace talk. A number of settlements on the border, the names of which appear in the report of the Bear, no longer actually exist. They have been destroyed by the aggressor shelling. Despite the involvement of a significant number of the Bear troops in the offensive, reinforced by North Korean infantry, the enemy is suffering significant losses in manpower and equipment, he added. The Bear Defense Ministry said on Sunday its forces had recaptured 3 more settlements in the Kursk region. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. I want to bring some of this information really quick. All right, once again, these are the Russian forces. All right, so the Bear troops reportedly spent days crawling through gas pipeline to slip behind Ukrainian lines in the Kursk region. Let's see what's going on with this news. So on Saturday, reports emerged. There we go. On Saturday, reports emerged that the Bear troops had taken an unusual approach to trying to get behind Ukrainian lines in the Bear Kursk region, crawling through a defunct section of a pipeline that once carried the Bear gas to Europe via Ukraine. Soon after, the Ukrainian side confirmed that the attack, but said its forces had detected the movement in time and launched strike as the bear troops tried to emerge. While many pro of the bear outlets have portrayed the ongoing offensive near Sunzan as a success, some pro-war bloggers have criticized that the pipeline strategy as poorly planned. Here's what we know so far about this unusual raid. A lot of this information came out because Telegram has been putting a lot of their info out there, and this give the enemy the opportunity. Hey, we found something on these platforms, so this is why they said do not record, do not put out what plans and stuff like that. So I if this was the 80s or 90s, the bear would have captured that territory already. But again, we have technology that a lot of stuff is being put out there. The bear forces crawl through a gas pipeline in an attempt to ambush Ukrainian troops near the Ukrainian-held city of Sunzan, the Bear Kursk region. Now, they use a branch of Oregoi, and I'm going to skip all these names, the pipeline which has been cut, the pipeline which has been out of operation since January 1st, 2025, to slip behind Ukrainian lines. Now, reports of the operation quickly spread across the Bear pro-war, the Telegram channels. There you go. On the evening of March the 8th, Ukraine General Staff confirmed the raid. There you go. Again, Telegram gets the information first to anyone. But then the news and everybody caught to it, and Ukrainian soldiers say, hey, we got some information here. The bear's in the pipeline. So according to the bear war bloggers, a unit of up to 100 soldiers travel nearly 16 kilometers, about 10 miles, through an underground gas pipe measuring 1.4 meters, about 4.5 feet in diameter. Now, the troops reportedly crawled through the pipe for 2 days and then waited inside for 4 more before emerging. Man, that's brutal. Man. So the raid was allegedly carried out by fighters from the veteran private military company. And that's a picture there. You see that one guy in the bottom? Yeah, he's Alright, so once again, you have the Akhmat Special Forces Unit and the Bear 30th, skip all that, the veteran PMC, had previously used a similar tactic in January 2024 during an assault on the southern outskirts of Donetsk. This picture here, they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there. Reaction among the Bear pro-war commentators were mixed, self-styled. War correspondent Vladimir Romanov and others criticized the operation as poorly planned. It wasn't... yes and no. The reason why it was completely put out there because of social media, but yes, it's poorly planned because he's still sitting there. So it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. But the encirclement is still happening. Alright, so several soldiers passed underground from methane gas. Man, methane poisoning. Yeah, but I heard they have gas masks. Alright, so meanwhile, the Bear serviceman and pro-war blogger, Yagar, argued that the premature publication of photos and videos showing soldiers crawling through the pipe had tipped off the Ukrainian side and that the forces would have needed an additional week to secure a foothold. Once again, you have Mendoza. Survival is under warning. Again, Donald, foreign aid freeze, has slashed funding for international group backing press freedom. Mendoza was hurt too, if yet another blow in our ongoing struggle to survive. Alright, so I'm just going to skip the rest of this here. You guys already know the rest. But, yeah, it's not looking good for the bear. The gas pipeline operation, well, they trapped. And it's not looking good for them. Again, you have a lot of videos on Telegram. Seems like kind of exposed it. And it gave the heads up to Crane. So again, this is where we are right now. Now, again, you have Ukrainian generals said that everything in Kursk is, under control. Not really. Not really. Things are not looking good. You guys are not advancing. You guys are not advancing when it comes to Kursk. And the encirclement is the real deal. Alright, so this is where we are right now, guys. Please share the video. I got another one coming up. It's going to be over Grand Supreme News. Again, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.